A comprehensive plan toward peace plus the end of poverty. Think of this as 10 pillars, each with actions at 4 levels: global/national/city local/personal creative. I also include suggested metrics so we can track progress. 1. Prevent violent conflict before it starts. Global, scale preventive diplomacy and mediation networks, fund local early warning systems. National, cross-party peace councils, community policing with oversight. City local peace committees and hotlines, rapid mediation teams. Personal creative, short animated explainers on de-escalation, theater for dialogue in tense communities. Metrics, conflict incidents averted, mediation response time, trust in institutions surveys. 2. Cut the fuel, arms, hate, and impunity. Global, tighten arms transfer controls, expand Mind/UXO clearance, corporate human rights due diligence. National, track and prosecute illegal arms flows, de-radicalization and hate crime units. City local, gun buybacks, violence interrupter programs. Personal creative, investigative comics/videos on supply chains, museum-style pop UPS about the cost of violence. Metrics, illicit arms seizures, hate crime rates, clearance areas, KM superscript 2, homicide rates. 3. Justice that heals, not only punishes. Global, support truth commission/transitional justice where relevant. National, legal aid expansion, tie-in Institute for Justice, Juvenile Law Center. City local, restorative justice in schools and neighborhoods. Personal creative, graphic novels/podcasts telling survivor-led justice stories. Metrics, case resolution times, legal aid reach, recidivism, victim satisfaction. 4. Universal basic services plus social protection floors. Global, compact to guarantee basic health, education, nutrition, water/sanitation. National, cash transfers and child benefits, school meals, with WFP, primary healthcare staffing. City local, clinics, mobile health, wash projects, with charity, water aid. Personal creative, campaigns that turn abstract services into human stories, donation drives via live music streams. Metrics, extreme poverty rate, stunting, out of school children, access to safe water, primary care coverage. 5. Dignified livelihoods, jobs with purpose. Global, green development funds, fair trade standards. National, apprenticeships, SME credit, public works for climate resilience. City local, social enterprises, maker spaces, community agriculture. Personal creative, skills boot camps in audio/video/game design tied to NGO storytelling needs. Metrics, youth employment, SME survival, income growth at the bottom 40%. 6. Food security from the ground up. Global, climate smart agriculture plus grain reserve coordination. National, farmer extension services, school and community gardens. City local, urban farming, cold chain co-ops, local procurement for food banks, Feeding America. Personal creative, mini docs plus comics on farmers' innovations, recipe videos for SNAP/WIC budgets. Metrics, food insecurity index, smallholder yields, food loss, local procurement share. 7. Education for peace, media literacy, and digital hygiene. Global, peace and ethics curricula exchange. National, media literacy standards, teacher training. City local, community workshops, library programs. Personal creative, classroom kits using Undertale, Papers, Please, Food Force, playlists from your YouTube shelf as lesson soundtracks. Metrics, learning outcomes, misinformation susceptibility scores, school climate surveys. 8. Mental health, trauma healing, and social cohesion. Global/national, integrate mental health into primary care, crisis lines. City local, group counseling, arts therapy, youth clubs and sports. Personal creative, music circles, mural projects, graphic journaling, VR empathy pieces. Metrics, depression/anxiety screening coverage, community belonging indices. 9. Clean governance, anti-corruption, and citizen-powered global, open contracting norms, beneficial ownership registries. National, independent anti-corruption bodies, Transparency International ally. City local, participatory budgeting, open data portals. Personal creative, dataviz comics, short explainers, and games about where money goes. Metrics, TI corruption scores, open data usage, audit recoveries. 10. Financing the peace dividend global, redirect a slice of military spending into peace/poverty funds, debt relief for social investment, tiny financial transaction levy for basic services. National, progressive tax reform, close illicit flow loopholes, results-based financing for NGOs with public dashboards. City local, municipal green/impact bonds, corporate matches for local peace projects. Personal creative, transparent donation trackers tied to campaigns, music/live stream/comics. Metrics, social spend as percent of budget, dollars shifted from arms to services, verified outcomes per dollar. 12-month starter roadmap, practical, months 1 to 3 pick 1 to 2 focus communities. Stand up a local peace and poverty task force, NGOs plus artists plus schools. Launch a story lab, your peace arts hub, to co-create a short doc series, a graphic mini anthology. A micro game jam, themes, water, food, justice. Quick wins, school meal fundraiser, music live stream, water project campaign, with charity, water/water aid. Months 4 to 6. Roll out media literacy plus empathy curriculum. Use Undertale, Papers, Please, Food Force. Pilot restorative justice in one school. Set up a youth studio, audio/video/comics. Publish an open dashboard, stories plus metrics. Month 7 to 9 scale to a second community, add livelihood tracks, creative apprenticeships, social enterprise pop-ups. Host a Playing for Change style street concert, release a charity compilation from your music shelf. Months 10 to 12. City level participatory budgeting sprint, pitch impact bonds for wash/food security. Release a year 1 report plus showcase, doc screening, gallery, game night. Plan year 2 scale, replicate playbooks, train the trainers. Minimal starter team. Coordinator, peace educator, creative director, community manager, data/impact lead, NGO liaison, youth fellows, music, comics, film, games. Risks and safeguards, short, misinformation/rightward arrow proactive media literacy plus transparent dashboards. Tokenism rightward arrow pay community creators, co-ownership of IP. Burnout rightward arrow mental health supports, realistic scope. Funding gaps rightward arrow diversified streams, grants, bonds, patronage, merge, live streams. Your personal action menu, immediately usable. Curate a Peace Arts Micro Festival using your YouTube playlists plus Bandcamp artists. Commission a 4-story comic zine, water, food, justice, peace, with Chimera-inspired style. Host a Games for Good Night, Food Force, Peacemaker, Global Conflicts plus post-play dialogues. Spin up a mini-site that aggregates stories, NGO links, progress metrics, and donation splits. Bottom line, peace and the end of poverty aren't abstract, they're designed. By weaving together NGOs, nonprofits, creative media, and grassroots power, we build a culture where art is diplomacy and justice is survival.
name is John Johanner. I came from Buffalo town. For 9 long years I've traveled this wide, wide world around. Through ups and downs and miseries, and some good days I saw. But I never knew what misery was till I went to Arkansas. I went up to the station, the operator to spy. Told him my situation and where I wanted to ride. Said, hand me down $5, lad, a ticket you shall draw. That'll land you safely railway in the state of Arkansas. I rode up to the station, the chance to meet a friend. Allen Catcher was his name, although they called him Cain. His hair hung down in rat tails below his underjaw. He said he run the best hotel in the state of Arkansas. I followed my companion to his respective place. Saw pity and starvation was pictured on his face. His bread was old corn dodgers, his beef I could not chaw. He charged me 50 cents a day in the state of Arkansas. I got up that next morning to catch that early train. He says, don't be in a hurry, lad, I have some land to drain. You'll get your 50 cents a day and all that you can chaw. You'll find yourself a different lad when you leave old Arkansas. I worked 6 weeks for the son of a gun, Allen Catcher was his name. He stood 7 feet 2 inches, as tall as any crane. I got so thin on Satisfaction I could hide behind a straw. You bet I was a different lad when I left old Arkansas. Farewell, you old swamp rabbits, also you Dodger pills. Likewise, you walking skeletons, you old Satisfac heels. If you ever see my face again, I'll hand you down my paw. I'll be looking through a telescope from home to Arkansas.